Apologies for my appearance. I'm just going for a run. Anyways, I've received so many nasty emails regarding the video I made yesterday. I stand by it. It's my opinion. Please be aware that everything I say, it's my opinion. I do obviously read and do research, and I have something called a brain. So after I watched Lady Collins' video, I decided to Google her because I actually hadn't, I was just a fan of her and without doing any proper research. So I decided to go and do some research on her. I'm just going to give you a quick anecdote to give you an idea about me. I have one son, and I have loads of gay friends, to the point that when my son was, I think he was 6 or 7, we were at this place I was with 4 of his uncles. I called, all my gay friends, he thinks of them as his uncles, right? And suddenly I could see my son being a little bit weirded out and upset because he was playing with 2 little girls in the pool. So I finally went up to him and I said, "What's happened? What's up, Henrik? What's going on?" And then he came to me. He was near tears, and he said to me, "Mom, I just have something to tell you, and I'm worried that you're not gonna love me." And I said, "Okay." And he goes, "Mom, you know what? I'm very sorry, but I really like girls. I don't like boys." And I remember thinking, where did that come from? And I asked him, and I said, "Where did that come from, Henrik?" And he says it's because all his uncles were gay and they like boys, but he felt he was letting me down because he wasn't. And I remember I said to him, "Oh my goodness!" So I had to sit down with him and explain to him that that his uncles, that was their uncle's preference, and it has nothing to do with him, that, many men like to be with a woman. And so he calmed down and he was okay about it. I'm telling you this so you know that I'm really surrounded by a lot of gay people, and most of them are my dearest friends. Having said that, going back to the research with Lady C, I read that because I thought that she was aristocratic descent from the way she speaks. So finally, I Googled it and I found out that she met this lord in a cruise ship. And after like 5 days, they got married. Now, that's fine. But she didn't disclose to him that she was born a man. Unfortunately, I understand that it is a medical condition that she had with her genitalia. However, I don't think this lord would have married her if he'd known that in advance. So she hid that from him. She didn't disclose that. She lied. I understand that maybe in her mind, she felt that she was a woman, but that's a very big detail to tell somebody, that you're going to be part of, especially a very conservative family. Nowadays, even to this day, people are still, it's a big no-no. Even though I love all my gay friends, I adore them to bits, and they know this. If a man comes to me and says, and I like him, and then I find out he was born a woman, you know what? That puts me off. It's not for me. I am sorry, and it's not being me discriminatory. It's just that it's not for me. I would wish this person is my preference, and it's my right to prefer that. I just don't want to be involved with that, and it's nothing wrong. I would wish this person luck, but I would like to know, because I would like to have the option of knowing. I have some friends of mine who hid for so many years that they were gay. And one in particular, he had this girlfriend for 9 years, and they were engaged in everything. He was able to come out of the closet to everybody except that girlfriend, because he knew he had been lying to her. You see, the problem here is not whether or not they're gay or not, or whether they're a man or a woman, whatever. The problem is that they hide that from the people. I, as a person, should have the option to say, you know what, I appreciate your struggle, I understand what you're doing, but that's not for me. I should have the option. One of my friends who was married for 41 years to somebody came out of the closet. Turns out he gave HIV to his wife, who very unknowingly didn't know that he was having sex with all these boys for so many years. That is wrong. I don't condone that. So of course I can see that apparently her ex-husband has been fighting to have her title removed because she was married to him for 5 minutes and under false pretenses. Because let's face it, if you don't disclose something like that, that is pretty, in my opinion, that's appalling, because she should have said, listen, I am a woman. I believe this is who I am. I was born with this genitalia. But my date of birth, my time of birth was so and so and so. And until recently, I corrected, because this is the person, you have to be able to give the other person the choice to say, you know what? I understand your struggle, but that's not for me. He didn't have that choice. She removed that choice from him. And that is wrong. I do not condone that. This is why I think she's going on about the parliament having too much power. That's absolute bullshit. If Parliament didn't exist, we would still have the royal family executing people and being completely omnipotent. The reason why Parliament is there is to keep them in check. The Parliament is the last resource that the UK people have to keep the royal family in check and to make sure that they don't abuse the privileges given to by the people. Okay? So now she's coming out and saying not to support the MP who is acting on behalf of his a request by his constituents. Absolutely appalling. And I do not condone that. I don't think she's right. I think she's just worried. She has a serious conflict of interest here, because she's worried that if this goes through, then her ex-husband will have a very good standing to finally remove the title that she is misusing. I do feel that it is a misuse, and she should also, the way she's asking Harry and Meghan to give up that title, she should also do it, because she's not an aristocrat. She married, she's just like Meghan. She married, somebody, but for less amount of time and much quicker than what Meghan Markle did. So to me, it's quite surprising that she's actually talking about this. I haven't followed her. I didn't know that this about her, and from now on I am going to do my research on people I follow. Meghan Markle and Harry will not give up the titles willingly. Parliament is not dictating to the royal family. They're acting on behalf of the UK people. They do deserve the titles removed. Oh, we're going to ask Harry and Meghan because it's for the best. It's not up to them. Those titles were a gift and they can be taken away. Clearly, Her Majesty the Queen can do it. I can see where people are coming from, because you see, if they remove Harry from the line of succession, Prince Andrew moves up. So you have this little conundrum there of Prince Andrew moving up. But I have my thoughts on that, which I will share in the next video. I don't think Prince Andrew is a pedophile. I will leave you with this. And you can Google it. You'll see that I'm not bullshitting you. In the United States, officially there are 50 states, unless you count, of course, Washington, D.C. and Puerto Rico, then that would be 52. There are 31 states where the legal age of sexual consent is 16. And there's 7 states where the legal age of consent is 17. So there's less than 12 states that actually have the 18-year-old as sexual legal age of consent. So I find it... I'll let you Google that. And tomorrow I'll give you my views on that. Prince Andrew, absolutely idiot. But that's how many other royals are. Because, so you see, if they remove Harry, Prince Andrew goes up. But you know what? Then the Queen would have to remove the title from Prince Andrew, which means that I think it means that Princess B and Eugenie are out too. But then we have Prince Edward and his wife, the Countess of Wessex, who are beautiful people. I wouldn't mind having a royal family where the line of succession is, Prince William and his wife and Prince Edward and the Countess of Wessex. I wouldn't mind that at all. They need to do a purge, and they need to do it now. But I'll give you my thoughts on Prince Andrew. But no, I find that what Lady Colin did is appalling. I haven't followed her. I'm not asking you to do that. It's up to anybody. Do your own research. You have your views. I'm not gay bashing anybody. As I told you, I have so many gay friends, and most of them are here, but they don't want to appear. I think that I stand by what I say. I think people should keep up the parliament and have them remove the titles because Her Majesty the Queen is unwilling to do that. So, yeah.